Hello everyone. So today we will be starting a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, animal fibers, page number 21. Okay. So in this video the first part will be including from clothes to wool from other animals, and in the next part I will be completing the rest of the topics which are there in your chapter. Okay, so let's start with the first part. The first topic which is given is clothes. Now, as we all know that just like food and shelter are the basic necessities of life, clothes is also one of the basic needs. It covers our body, it protects us from heat, insect bites, dust and other kind of weather condition. Okay. Now, in summer we always prefer light colored cotton clothes because cotton they allows movement of air and it absorbs sweat. It absorbs less heat and it absorbs sweat. So that's why light colored cotton clothes are preferred. In winter, dark colored woolen clothes are preferred because wool traps our body heat and it prevents it from escaping and keeps our body warm. Okay. Now, the substances which is used to make clothing is called as fabric, and fabric is made either by weaving or knitting yarn. Now, many fibers they are spun together to get yarn. Okay. Fibers are again divided into two types: synthetic fibers and natural fibers. Natural fibers are those fibers which we get from natural sources like plants, animals, cotton, jute, silk, wool. These are all examples of natural fibers. And synthetic fibers are those fibers that we make from chemicals like nylon, polyester, acrylic. These are all synthetic fibers. Now, wool mainly we get from the hair of the sheep. Okay, these are mainly extracted from the sheep. Not only sheep but also from the hair of goats, camels and rabbits. Now, wool is preferred everywhere because wool is very soft. It has elasticity. It has high elasticity and it can be easily dyed in different colors. Okay, and the air spaces which is between the wool fibers, they create a barrier, insulating barrier between the outside environment and the inner environment. Okay, and it prevents body heat from escaping. So wool is preferable for the use during winters. Now, rearing of sheep means what? Extracting wool from sheep is called as the rearing of sheep. Okay. One term which is used everywhere is selective breeding. Selective breeding is actually what? It is a mating between any two plants or any two animals of desired qualities to produce offspring of desired characteristics. Okay. For example, suppose wild sheep. If you have heard about wild sheep have two types of hair. Okay, on their bodies. First is coarse longer hair and short and soft shorter hair. So when the wild sheep are mated together, they will produce an offspring that we get that we will get a desired characteristics like long soft hair. We will get a sheep having long soft hair when we will mate two wild sheep together. Okay, so this is one of the example of selective breeding. Okay, in page number 22 you have table 3.1, some Indian breeds of sheep. You learn the names of the breed along with their uses and state where they are found. Okay, this is very important. You learn the names. Okay, now how wool is produced. The first process or the first step for the production of wool is shearing. Okay, shearing is actually the process when the sheep has grown a thick coat of hair. Okay, when a sheep have a thick coat of hair, the removal of that hair or fleece from the sheep's body is called as shearing. Now, during the process of shearing, we have to keep that one in mind that we should not hurt the sheep. Okay, we have to carry the process of shearing with the help of either large razors or clippers. Okay, next step is the scoring. Scoring is actually washing the sheared fleece or the hair of the sheep is washed with either detergent or soap water to remove the dust, dirt and grease. Okay, Next is the grading. Grading is actually the process of separating the sheep's hair, which is based on the quality of the fibers. This is called as grading. Okay. When the wool which is present near the shoulder area and the sides of the sheep, they are the best quality wool. Okay, and the wool which is present in the near the legs of the sheep, they are used for making carpets. Okay. Now the next step is carding. Okay, carding is actually the washed and graded wool is straightened. We have to make fibers of that wool. We have to make fibers, or you can say the yarn of the wool, with the help of machine. As you can see here in the figure, carding of the fiber is given. Here the washed and graded wool is straightened. They are kept parallel to each other. Okay, the machines are kept parallel to each other so that they can be easily spun into yarn. Okay, and the dirt which may be present in the wool, they are easily removed. Okay, at this stage. Next comes is your spinning. So the cleared fibers or the clean fibers, they are spun into long thread. Okay, and this is done either by hand or by using machines. It is the process of spinning. Next we have to dye the wool. Dyeing means what? Addition of the colors to the fibers, yarns or fabrics, they are called as dyeing. Okay, the fibers are dyed in any desired color. Okay, next step is your kneading. Kneading means what? One of the preferred methods to make woolen yarn into cloth is called as knitting. The woolen yarn, or you can say the fiber, the straightened fiber that we have got during the process of spinning, during the process of carding and spinning, they are finally kneaded into cloth. Okay, and this is done by knotting loops of woolen yarn. Okay, using certain kneading needles. Okay, so this was all about the process of the production of wool. Okay, next we have wool from other animals. From where we can get wool from other animals. Here some of the names are given, like cashmere, mohair, then you have angora wool, then you have camel wool, alpaca wool. You learn all the names along with their locations. Okay, there are some of the names given along with the location where they are found, so you read this topic by yourself. Okay, so in the next video we will start in the next part we will complete the rest of the topics which are there in your chapter. Okay.